someday I'm going to make a documentary about the way that America allows and sensationalizes female celebrities to be off the rails with drug use, and we still put them on camera. Anna Nicole presenting at the MTV Awards. Yeah. Barely legible, speaking wise.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Amy Winehouse having a song called Rehab, and we're all like, that's fun.
Thank you so much for Yeah, I know. It's tough. I was like, I saw the meme of that, obviously, like Donna, Karen, Juicy,
right.
Thank you for you better lay low. I mean, it's funny.
You better lay low,
yeah,
of course.
Funny. But then I watched the 5-minute full version of it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like an emaciated, sweating Whitney gets on stage with a kind of a raggedy wig, and I'm like, oh my God. Man.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I say this as somebody who put you in a movie at your worst, so.
But I also gave you my consent.
Yeah, I guess I just wish, like, I don't know, people get help.
But I wasn't
like they walk off stage, it's like, ooh, that was kind of a ride.
But also,
anyway, are you okay?
I don't
Do you
think
need anything? You know.
But you did not.
I didn't set out to do that.
No. And you did not also, you didn't capture footage of me like that.
Oh, yes, I did. I just didn't use it.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That part. So like that, you could have Whitney'd me big time.
However, the day that was the big day of that, we were on set with about 10 other cameras. It's not like we were already in the middle of filming. So there was already cameras everywhere.
And I'm so thankful that I mean, if they had done that, I would have, I wouldn't have sued them, but I certainly would have it would have been so tasteless and so pointless. They did the opposite. I mean, Viceland was absolutely
it's hard with like reality, docudrama, etc., because you want to be honest, but you also have to protect the people in it.
Yeah.
How honest can you be? Because you don't want to feel like, I think it's hard. It's like when something like, it's not the same, but on Vanderpump Rules this year, they had that massive cheating scandal. Mm-hmm. When you're making a show about people's real lives, you can't control what their real life will look like that day.
Right. Yeah. It's so fun. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, do you think that reality TV, because some of these hoarder shows, like the exploitative surveillance, like it just seems I don't know. It's like, some of these things I just don't think should be filmed.
Well, on one hand, what if Hoarders is a show that helps people start that conversation with one of their own family members?
Do you think? But is that data available?
It could. I mean, listen, they're making a show. I don't think they are primarily a nonprofit. However, I do think there's a world where showing people having conversations with their family about how it started, the trauma, etc., and starting to fix that could help people at home start the same process. Yes, I think.
I'm walking on sunshine.
Well, that intervention's different. Intervention also, I saw it young, and I've been scared of drugs my whole life. So there's probably people like me who, maybe that was part of why I was kind of afraid of drugs. By the way, for somebody who's afraid of drugs, I have tried them all. But
yeah, I don't think scared straight is the thing. I'm not sure what the thing. I think it's like.
But also on intervention, there are people who, because of the show and the intervention, their life has changed for the better.
Yeah. I mean, well, just in general, the statistics on recovery are so low. And
bleak.
So
of
bleak,
course.
So bleak.
Same with hoarding, though. So much of the time, they're like, the person's house was never, after the after show credits thing is like, they never cleaned up their yard and their house got repossessed.
Yeah. They fused to the couch there and their corpse is still there.
Yeah. The dead cats and the dead animals. The also women eating poop. Do you know about that? There was an episode of Intervention where a woman was addicted to pooping in plastic bottles and saving the poopy water, and she would like let it ferment and then she would eat it. And before she went to recovery, she said, before they started renovating her house, not renovating, cleaning up the hoard, she was like, no, on Intervention, they let them get high one last time. And Kim, the coach, was like, I have to ask, why do you want to eat poop one more time before we clean your house? And she's like, because we're allowed to get high one more time. So for her, it was like a high from eating poop, which is more than a hoarding issue. Because when we talk about hoarding, we're talking about people's trauma.
Newspapers. Old
Eating
newspapers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old apple cores. But poopies. Storing and saving poops.
Well, a lot of times the people who are hoarding are over the age of, let's say, 40, 50. It's usually empty nesters, widows. So I think there's also something to be said about, like, I don't want to say the negligence, but there's a certain amount of leaving someone to their own devices that lets them become a hoarder.
Mama, if I didn't have guests every once in a while.
Yeah.
Ooh, there ain't no other way.